The hard stuff, all about bones. Body shapers. Lizards have one, elephants have one, and fish have one. You have one too. What is it? A skeleton. Skeletons are bones inside animals' body. The skeleton is frame that muscles and skin wrap around. Skeletons give all vertebrates, including humans, their shape. You can probably name many animals just by looking at their skeleton. The human skeleton has 206 bones, starting at the top skull and ending at the bottom with the toe bones. Many bones have muscles attached to them by tendons. These bones help us move. Some bones protect soft organs inside our bodies, such as heart and brain. And many big bones have special areas in the center that make blood cells. Tissues, called ligaments, connect all the bones together to form the skeleton. To learn how bones work, let's take a closer look at different areas of your body. Heads up! Think about the human forehead, the parts of the face above the eyebrows. Eyebrows. Forehead is hard because the skull or cranium is under the skin. The cranium is one set of bones in the body. It protects your brain, a heavy important and very soft organ. The cranium is like a crash helmet, but it's not as strong. For that reason, people should wear helmets for sports such as biking and skating. If you think about your head, your skull might seem to be one piece. In fact, the skull is made of many bones. The bones join at special joints called sutures. Unlike other joints, the sutures cannot move much. The skull has 22 bones, not counting the six in ears and one in the throat. Under the cheeks, it is possible to feel the cheekbones. The jaw is made of two bones. You look at a skeleton, you might see something missing from its face, a nose. The part of the nose it sticks out is not bone. The stick out is not bone. Your nose is made of a tissue called cartilage. A nose can be touched and moved around. Cartilage can bend, your bones cannot. You also have cartilage and at the ends of bones. Cartilage cartilage keeps bones from rubbing against each other. Skeletons also have teeth, but teeth are not bones. Teeth are harder than bones. The outside of tooth is made of enamel. Enamel is hardest thing in the body. Put your back into it. The skull connects to the spinal column or backbone. The first few parts of the spinal column starts at the back of the neck. These bones form your backbone and continue all the way to your hips. The bones in the back called vertebrae. The, the spinal column has two jobs. First is protect the spinal cord, which runs around the vertebrae. The spinal cord is the place where the nerves meet to send information to the brain. The The second job of the spinal column is to let body bend, twist, roll, and flip. The backbone is a chain of bones, not one solid bone. It is flexible and can move in many directions. The skull is not only set but tacked to the backbone, ribs and pelvic bones are attached to it too. The ribs protect the lungs and heart. The lungs and heart lie inside the ribs, which form the rib cage. If a person bangs on their chest, their lungs and heart don't get crushed. Mm, because the ribs form a strong wall around them. The rib cage has tough bones on each side. Near the top of the spinal column are the shoulder blades and the collarbones. These bones make up the shoulder. Near the bottom of the spinal column, two hip bones make up the pelvis. On each side, the pelvic bones look like small balls, that's because it holds in the intestine and other lower body organs. And now the limbs. Arms and hands let people lift and hold things. Legs and feet help people move around. The bones inside the limbs help people do this action. Arms each contain three bones. One bone is the upper arm bone, attached at the top of the shoulder. Two bones make up the lower arm, between the elbow and the wrist. The wrist and hand together have more bones than any part of the body. 7. Thus a total of 54 bones for both hands. Because wrists and hands have so many bones, they are flexible and precise. If they weren't, people couldn't do things like tying shoelaces or writing. The bones of the legs and feet are like the bones of arms and hands. The top of the leg is a solid bone called a thigh bone. The bottom of the leg, two bones between the upper and lower part of the leg, is one more bone, the kneecap. The kneecap lie over the knee joint. It protects the tendons beneath it and lets the leg bend. Like the hand, the foot contains many bones. 6. There's 52 bones for both feet. Ankle and heel of the foot have 7 bones. The ball foot of a foot have 5 bones. The foot has 14 bones, 2 for big toes and 3 each for the other toes. Skin and tissue on bottoms or soles. Feet protect the bones when people jump and run. Don't get out of joint. Along with 206 bones, the adult human body has over 100 joints. Joints are places where bones meet. Bones are hard and do not bend. We can bend and twist because bones connect at joints. Not all joints are the same. The joint where the upper arm bone connects to the shoulder bone is a ball and socket joint. The connection between the upper leg bone and the hip bone is another joint of this type. The top end of the upper arm bone has a bowl shape. This bowl fits around fit into a round hole or socket in the shoulder. The elbow joint, the knee joint are hinge joint. Hinge jaw bend only one way the joints between the vertebrae, and swivel joints, which tilt and turn. The last type of joint are suture, like those on the skull. Sutures connect bones that do not move much. Inside your bones, bone may feel hard and solid like rocks, but they are not. Bones are alive with millions of bone cells. Bone cells need oxygen and food, just like other cells. On the outside, the bone is hard and solid. This part is the compact bone. Below the compact bone is the sponge bone. Sponge bone has holes to keep bones light, so our muscles can lift them. Instead of sponge bone is the bone marrow. The bone uses bone marrow to make blood cells. About half a pound of bone marrow makes about 50 billion red blood cells every day, keeping bones healthy. Even though even though bones are strong, they can break if they're hit hard enough. Broken bones can be fixed. Healing a broken bone takes a little help from doctor and a lot of help from bone cells. For a bone to heal correctly, the bone must be put back in the way it was before the break. Doctor may move broken bones to put them back in the place. Set the cast around the body parts where the bones were broken. The cast keep the body parts from moving so the bones can heal. As soon as the bone breaks, bone cells begin repairing it, holding the broken bone in places in a cast. When a cast lets the bone cells do their job. Bone needs to stay healthy to remain strong. Exercising regularly is the best way to keep bone in a good working order. Eating well-balanced diet helps the bone marrow produce healthy blood cells. Legumes such as peas or pinto beans, other vegetables, and fruit are good for bones. Foods rich of calcium such as dairy products and fortified soy milk, rice milk, and orange juice can also help bone grow. Bones give body its shape, and they also give it much more. They allow the body to move, sit, stand, and write. Human body won't be the same without bones.